The Backrooms. You've been here before. Object number 24. Wall masks. Wall masks are theatrical masks that can be found in various levels, most abundantly in a stage/theater environment, of the Backrooms. Depending on the personality of the wanderer, they could be incredibly dangerous when worn and should be avoided at all costs. Image caption: an Arlecchino wall mask. Description: wall masks are theatrical masks that are generally found stuck on the walls of certain levels, the most significant being Level 0, Level 68, Level 74, and Level 177. Footnote: this does not entirely exclude the possibility of being found in outdoor levels. These masks come in various designs, and despite how small or large a mask is at first sight, upon wearing it, it will conform to fit the face of the wanderer. Often, a wanderer will find these masks bolted to the wall, requiring a tool to remove it. Conversely, some can be found on the floor, usually paired with the carcass of a wanderer. However, albeit rare, they may also be found randomly spotted on the chairs or floors of various levels by themselves. There are many different types of masks, and one may find quite a few grouped together. Yet, depending on a wanderer's mindset, they can only feel drawn to or away from one of them. Once worn, the wanderer will have a sudden urge to go out and kill, whether it be other explorers or entities. Mask types. There are multiple variants of wall masks that can cater to a wanderer's personality. A wanderer may only resist the urge to put a wall mask on if they drink almond water upon sight. As such, the following variants are marked based on a wanderer's ability to hide or mask their true personalities. Outstanding masks. Footnote: most mask wearers with outstanding masks can hide their true personalities the best. Columbina mask. One of the most visually appealing mask types, Columbina masks cover half of a wanderer's face and are very elegant and colorful. Those who wear this mask will hardly act any different than how they normally act, but will tend to be more secretive than they already are. Wanderers who wear it kill more stealthily, usually targeting the victims when alone, and attempt to discard the body when human. Bauta mask. Bauta masks lack a mouth area and are in a rectangular shape, mostly in one base color and covered in swirls. Wanderers who wear this mask become somewhat aggressive and will refuse to talk about the issue when asked. Frequently, Bauta mask wearers have the tendency to use blunt force in attempts to murder the victim. Pantalone mask. This mask features a sizable hook nose, similar to that of a beak, which covers half the face and bears slanted eyes. Wanderers who put this mask on will act suspiciously, and despite their very forceful attempts at seeming normal, their changes in personality are extremely distinct. Pantalone mask wearers will spout many facts about the Backrooms in attempts to drive a wanderer's mind away from them. When questioned, they are overcome with paranoia and will attempt to escape the conversation. Should they be followed, the wanderer will try to kill said follower. As such, it is recommended that one should let the pantalone mask wearer leave. Note: according to the results of experiments run by the Meg, explorers with outstanding masks seem to put on the mask by choice, rather than simply being physically or mentally forced to by the object alone, despite the fact that they have every ability to refuse. Why would they know this? This is so wrong. Experiments conducted by the Meg? They're putting innocent wanderers' lives on the line to gain knowledge. Why? I thought we were trying to reduce as many casualties as possible. That's what she told me. That's what Catalin told me. They aren't trying to learn things about these masks. No, they're using it to obtain people's secrets. This isn't the group I worked for. It couldn't be. Could it? Basic masks. Volto mask. Volto masks have a white base that covers the entire face and is usually covered in gold swirls. When worn, explorers will seem more deceitful and suspicious, but will still overall act like their normal selves. Those who wear it are just as stealthy as Colombina mask wearers, but do not hide the victim's body. Kitsune mask. Footnote: the Japanese word for fox, an animal well known in Japanese folklore. Kitsune masks are beautiful, colorful masks of a fox, which usually covers about half of a wanderer's face. When worn, explorers become increasingly sneaky and almost mischievous, often flirtatious but reticent when asked about something personal. Kitsune mask wearers will lure their victims to their death and are quick with their kills. Arlecchino mask. Arlecchino or Harlequin masks are colorful, normally with a short nose and arched brows. Rarely, the mask includes a large headpiece and/or collar paired with bells. Those who put this mask on become incredibly giggly at random times, more often than not unable to explain their amusement. Arlecchino mask wearers will make brash, out-of-place decisions, constantly coming up with various excuses for their actions. Their way of killing is peculiar. They will walk up to a wanderer, alone, and tell them a joke. If they fail to react to the Arlecchino mask wearer's satisfaction, they are killed. Note: wanderers with basic masks can still take their masks off. However, they will need a substantial amount of willpower to resist their effect on them. No masks. Buskin mask. Footnote: also known as the tragic mask, worn by the symbol and muse of tragedy, Melpomene, well known in Greek theater. This mask has a white base with black sockets and a dramatized frown. Besides whatever personality an explorer has, they become irritable, impatient, and very prone to complaining. Buskin mask wearers are a bit more violent and less clean with their kills than Colombina and Volto mask wearers. Oni mask. These masks represent that of a Japanese demon, known for its acts of evil and kindness. Wanderers who wear it gain a very strong sense of opinion, less they already did prior to putting the mask on, and don't seem to be afraid of stating their view on certain things. Oni mask wearers seem to target those who did more wrong than good, and when caught alone, they will be killed whilst being yelled at by the Oni mask wearer. Sock mask. Footnote: also known as the mask of comedy, worn by the symbol and muse of comedy, Thalia, well known in Greek theater. The most dangerous mask represents a design similar to the buskin mask, with the only noticeable difference is that the frown has been turned upside down. Should a wanderer encounter one wearing this mask, they are to be avoided at all costs. They become extremely wild and violent, and derive pleasure and entertainment from hurting and killing other explorers and entities alike. They target any wanderer who doesn't smile or laugh within sight range. Their kill methods are messy and can be found laughing hysterically as they do an explorer in. This is disgusting. How could they let this happen so much? What is happening? They told us we would be fine, that we had the people, the weapons, we would be okay. Now they're using these masks as a way to add up the numbers. We've seen these mask-wearing sickos in action. They've killed our own. Do they not realize the more they allow this to happen, the more people will die? Defense against a wall mask wearer. There are 3 known ways of ceasing the attacks of any wall mask wearer, but be wary that these methods will depend on a wanderer's physical strength, caution, and alertness. Method 1. Attempt to convince the wearer to take it off on their own. This method is recommended only for wearers with outstanding to basic masks. Choose your words carefully and be mindful of anything that could set the wearer off. With luck, they will take it off, and the effects of the mask will wear off. That's a lie. Don't listen to them. Kill them. They said the same thing to me. They said the same thing to my sister. They're lying. Method 2. Forcefully remove the mask from a wearer's face. This may be a difficult task, so take caution when attempting this. This method is recommended for wearers with basic masks to no masks. Maybe. What a joke. They told me no masks were okay to try the second method on. Tell that to my left hand. Method 3. Terminate the wearer. This method is recommended for wearers with no masks as well. There will be times in which there's no persuading these wearers, as, at some point, they will lose the ability to comprehend any thought other than kill. At this point, eliminate them through any means necessary. Liar. You said we would be okay. I loved you. I believed you. You told me the masks were temporary. But now that my untapped strength was dipped into, you want me to keep it on for good. You liar. Liar. Liar.